Hi everyone. Today the reading is for your year 2025. We are going to be looking into what can you expect when it comes to your career, yourself, personal growth, and of course romance in the year of 2025. There are three wonderful cards in front of you. Pick the one that you feel drawn to the most. Make sure you're breathing in and out from your left nostril so that your intuition is activated. Because we are talking about the whole year, you may definitely feel more attracted. You may feel attracted to more than one card, which is absolutely fine. Take a few seconds and then we will start. Hi, pile number one. If you chose this card, which is squeeze, then this is your reading. And I'll be honest, when I first saw this card, the immediate thought that came to my mind is that life is going to squeeze you out in 2025. And that's not always a bad thing, right? Many of us want to be able to hustle. Many of us want to be able to walk towards our goals, our desires, our dreams. But something or the other keeps pulling us back. And I think 2025 is going to be the year when you would be coaxed into hustling, like you would have no other option. Hard work is a predominant theme that I see in your cards. Persistence is a predominant theme. Perseverance, consistency, and staying completely functional while taking out time to reflect and understand your emotions, yourself better, what stops you, why better. Okay. I feel 2025, if I look at all the cards collectively right now, I feel it's going to be a fantabulous year of change for you. Okay. Interestingly, we have the Sun card here quite a lot, which basically means that this is your year of shining bright. This is your year of coming into full power. I'm feeling very excited when I'm saying this, because I feel there's going to be like something unique that you would discover about yourself in this year. I think you would just realize your true potential. You would realize what all you're truly capable of. And you would feel very energetic also in your body. I feel some of you would start working out. I'm seeing yoga quite strongly in the cards. So some form of workout in form of like hitting the gym, hit workout, Pilates, yoga. I do see you taking up something like that. Some of you will start waking up early quite consistently in the year of 2025. There's just so much growth, guys. You're going to love yourself in 2025. You would just feel that, wow, now I have managed to like really find my true self, discover my potential, and also put it out there. No more my potential is contained in me. It's actually going out there and I'm doing what I have to do. Wow, amazing. So blessed. Okay. Overall, your theme for 2025 is going to be this beautiful card, which is the sun shining bright, bringing your light to the universe, discovering your own light, discovering that you are truly unique. Like we literally all can't function without the sun. If there was no sun, there would be no earth. That's who you are in your own life and in life of others. And especially for yourself. It's like you're truly able to now harness the power that is there within you and bring it out to the world, in the front, to everybody. Wonderful, wonderful energy. Personally, in terms of personal growth, emotions, and mentally, how will your year go? See, I know this seems like a very negative card, and I always tell as is. But I kind of feel as if you're going to be coming out of this energy in 2025. It feels as if, your 2024 was a year which was full of a lot of overthinking, feeling restricted, feeling victimized, not really knowing how to go ahead and get what is it that you want. But I think in 2025, you will be able to come out of a lot of these emotions and a lot of this feeling in your heart. I almost feel as if, you're going to be shaking off all that doesn't work for you, and you will be moving to things that truly, truly work for you. For some of you, I have to be honest, I'm also seeing as if some major relationship or dynamic in your life, you may decide to put it to an end. It could be anything. We all come from different life in different situations, right? For some, it could be somebody in the family. For some, it could be a spouse. For somebody, it could be a friend. For somebody, it could be their sibling. There are many, many different kinds of people who are watching this reading. So there's definitely some major dynamic in your life where you would realize, give me a minute, I want to adjust it. There is some major, major dynamic in your life where you would realize that they don't know how to meet your needs, or this is not something that may be able to survive or continue. And yes, I do see that maybe one little hindrance or one little setback. There's also something to do with some sort of secrets here. It's almost like that something has been hidden from you, or there could be something that you might discover in some part of the year. For some of you, your sixth house could be very afflicted, or your eighth house could be very afflicted. I'm also hearing ninth house. So what happens if your sixth and eighth are afflicted? These are usually, houses that talk about secrets, that talk about obstacles in our life, our health problems, the karma that we bring. So there is definitely some sort of secret, or there's something that you don't know that may turn out to be a little bit more harmful to you. So I would want you to be careful of that. I would want you to be smart and know things and see things for what they are. Someone's close one has, I feel, hidden something from them. Yeah, getting this intuitively, but I feel like as if someone's close one, has kind of like hidden something from them. And don't be scared, okay? Sometimes it could be as simple as, they've hidden like a very deep feeling from you of how they truly feel about you, or how they are maybe going through something which they have not shared it with you. So it could be something like that. We'll see if we can get clarity on it later. Okay, there's one clarity that I need to know right now. Okay. So, rounding off your message for when it comes to your personal growth, your emotions in the month of 2000, sorry, in the year of 2025, I do feel as if there's going to be a lot of inner child healing as well. You're going to learn to understand a lot more about yourself. You will learn to be more kinder to yourself. And at the same time, I'm hearing something like feeling overwhelmed. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that is, I think, a very strong message. That you would feel very overwhelmed because, there's so much hustling happening. Life is like literally squeezing the pulp out of you. And that's not going to be easy, guys, right? Like, change is never easy. So, you will also feel constantly very overwhelmed, very tired, or just mentally a bit exhausted. Almost like, oh my God, I don't know, I literally have no time for me. But I don't have time to think beyond the things that I have to think for. So that is something that's coming strongly. Some of you could also be getting a very important leadership role in the year of 2025. And that might also keep you very overwhelmed, very much on your toes. And you might get like, again, a bit annoyed because of it. But like I said, growth. So your emotions might be of annoyance and whatnot, but there's a lot of growth energy in the cards. Okay. Now coming to your love life. Now, again, guys, when I give a message, you will have to figure a way of breaking it down for yourself because some of you are going to be single since forever. Some of you might be newly single. Some of you are married. Some of you are in complicated relationships. And some of you are simply in a relationship. Like it could be happy, it could be like trying to work itself out. So you will have to figure your own way of what I say. I'm going to keep the messages broad. First things first, Because this has come in romance, I can't really say it in a cushioned manner. There seems to be some sort of a heartbreak there. We all know what this card is, right? It doesn't take a lot to decode literally what the card is saying. So there's something about a heartbreak, something about stepping away from a situation and then seeing it for what it is. And maybe taking a decision if it's meant for you or not. For some, I feel it could also be that you're trying to convince your family. You're trying to like convince people around you that no, it's meant to be, but nobody is like meeting you at the place where you are. So it's maybe not stepping away, but for some, it could be like, stepping back to kind of like re strategize and fight for your relationship in front of your family, in front of the world. Yeah. For all those who are single, I do think you're going to continue to stay single. It might, and I don't think it's like a whole year energy. One second. What did I say? It's not an entire year's energy. So even if it's like you have to fight for your relationship or you're having to step back from a partner or you're single, I do feel something new is going to come up. There is something that you're going to be protected from. Okay. There is something that's going to happen which will be like a heartbreak moment, and you might realize that, okay, I need to kind of take a step back. For some of you, who are in a unique relationship where it's not as smooth, it's going a bit complicated, this might be indicative of a break, that you guys take a break from each other. Okay. And then we have this, which is that you will be able to fight through either your own inner demons. If you've been single for very long, you would have gone through that healing. If you're in a complicated relationship, you would be able to fight through the demons. Sometimes the demon could be your partner and you need to break away from that. Sometimes it could be you both against the world, Again, take whatever resonates. And for those who are married, this might be that you have already gone through a tumultuous period in your relationship. You have been through challenges, you have been through a lot of discord, and now you will come together, basically having moved past through the complications in your relationship to start afresh. For singles, you're protected from all the negative Nellies and idiotic people you had to deal with. For those in a relationship, it's start of something new, maybe turning into marriage. For those who have recently got married, there might be little bit of challenges in the first few months, first half of the year, and then it'll start getting better. For those who are married, you would be able to move past the challenges and understand things better. It's honestly a beautiful energy, and we all know life is not black and white, right? Nothing really changes just because of a change of date, but you're definitely progressing and you should be really, really happy about that. See, one thing that I have to tell somebody is in this file who needs to hear it, it is time to get out of a situation. Okay. I do feel it's in regards to your love life, because your personal emotions and your love life is honestly the cards which are slightly signaling at a little bit of a heartbreak or a sad moment. So you might have to be careful of that. I'm going to open these cards now. This is all for romance. Let me see if I can put them somewhere. Alone time. Spend some time alone. It'll help you gain clarity on your relationship. Again, for people in relationship and even people who are single, you need to know yourself to know what is it that you need to be with. Then surprise, romantic surprises are on the horizon. Be open to them. Again, this is not limited to singles. I do feel that, people who are also in a relationship, if things have not been going great, there might be like good surprises on the way. And this is literally the card of engagement, guys. Oh, so cute. So if you're in a relationship, you might be getting engaged to your partner next year. It might get more solidified, the commitment. And if you're single, then we have somebody coming your way, which I would not deny, because we have like the Knight of Cups here. And we also have the Knight of Pentacles. Together, they are very strong energies of commitment. Then we have the Star card. Your hope and optimism are powerful love magnet for you right now. This is for my single followers. You have to trust in your destiny. You have to believe that it can happen for you. Then we have closure. Not all connections are meant to be. Accept closure. You know, this and the heartbreak now, I kind of feel as if it's for very specific people who have been stuck on somebody for a very long time. We have a lot of people, like I have a lot of followers also, like who are stuck on certain people in their lives since a long time. I think you're finally going to get closure in the year 2025. It won't be easy. It'll feel like a heartbreak because maybe there was still hope in you. But yeah. Also, for some people who are not in a great relationship and you're yet to see the truth, there is some sort of secret or some truth that may get revealed, and it would be a time to get out of the situation. And lastly, window, a new adventure awaits you. I feel this is literally for everybody. If you're single, there's somebody coming your way. If you're in a relationship, you're getting engaged. If you're in a complicated relationship or just stuck on somebody, you're getting the closure, you're moving ahead with optimism. So, yeah, if you're married, I do feel as if things are going to change in your relationship for good. You will have, like every few years, there's this growth that happens in relationships, right? I think 2025 is going to be that year for you. Okay, now moving on to your career. So we have here the Page of Swords, Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Cups, and the Six of Pentacles. 1 second, let me see. How do I move so you can see all the cards properly? There is definitely something new that you're starting, and I kind of also feel either you will build it up slowly or you will get the financial help or the support that you need from people around also. So career, I feel and do you see like it's a very slow and steady pace. This is just the energy of movement. Have they reached their destination? No. This is just the energy of starting. Has something reached its optimal level? No. But with you and your sun energy and life basically squeezing you out, you're going to come into this space where you would have created financially what you desire so that you're literally being able to be a provider and grow in your life. So there's definitely something new that you're starting. For some of you who are into content creation, there could be something that's happening there. You might end up growing your channel quite a lot within this year. I got a new deck. I wanted to pull out few cards from that deck also. So what I feel is happening in in the year, I don't know why I keep saying it the month. In the year of 2025, in regards to your career, is immense growth. I'm going to open some more cards here. Interesting. Look at the imagery of this card. If this was your desire to be able to be like, move with a lot of shopping bags, I don't know if you can see the card clearly. This is happening for you. You're getting closer to your dreams. I also feel as if some of you are going to be moving places. Wow, the sun again. Guys, oh my God, I think your sun is getting activated in your natal chart in the year of 2025, and that's going to give you immense boost of confidence and the zeal to go and achieve your dreams. For some of you, your sun could be afflicted and could be sitting in 6th house also, because of which there are a few secrets that are going to come your way. Then we have interference. We have this card also. This, taking it as is, I also feel it's in the domain of romance. If somebody of you belongs to the LGBTQ plus community, I think you're going to be meeting your partner like a surprise in 2025. If some of you have been in the closet and you didn't know how to go about accepting who you are, I think that acceptance is happening in 2025. Then we have the Ace of Cups. Oh my God, Ace of Wands, Ace of Cups. Amazing. And we have works. Some of you could be in the line of construction as well, real estate. But more importantly, I feel as if you're building yourself up in the in the year of 2025. 1 minute. I kind of feel as if July is going to be a very important month for you. June, July, June, July, June, July. Okay, let me see. Where do I place these cards? Pulled out too many cards today. Give me a minute. I'm just going to place them above. First, going to read them, and then we'll remove them. Okay. So now, see, when it comes to your career, I do feel you're slowly progressing to the dreams and the hopes that you have. Okay. You're going to be working very, very hard. There would be a lot of challenges along the way. Okay. You might feel like very stuck at certain parts. You might feel, I don't know, am I even doing it right or not? But I would tell you, keep persevering. Never give up. This is your motivation for the year of 2025. And go slow, go small. Okay. Whatever has to pick up, it would pick up. Whatever has to bring reward, it would bring reward. Wherever you have to find, like, okay, what is it that your passion is? You will find it. But it's important to get that clarity. Don't let your mind interfere with how you function. Interesting, I recently read some quote which was about that, you need to stop functioning as per your mood. You need to start functioning as per what needs to be done. So taming your mind might be a very important theme in 2025. And then we have this. You're here to build an empire. You're here to build something grand. Don't let your mind interfere with it. Get out and do it. Okay? Then we also have the Ace of Cups here. I think whatever it is that you're going to be doing in the year 2025, you're going to love it. And definitely something is changing after July 2025. Okay, so now I'm pulling back these cards. Oh. Lastly, overall, what is the kind of environment, etc., that you can expect in 2025? Overall, like, external energies, there you're definitely adding more subscribers, at least people like who are into content creation or like people who want to have a bigger team. That's happening. Okay, so if you're into content creation, you're adding more subscribers, you're shining bright. Okay. If you are somebody who runs a business and you want to add people to your team, you're having that happen for you. If you want to take a leadership role, that is happening. Growth, growth, growth. That is the energy of 2025 for you. For many, it's also about movement. You're definitely relocating. You're relocating for sure, or you're starting to think very seriously about relocation after June, July, August, and September. These are 4 months that I see. Okay. There's high chances of unexpected income coming for you in 2025. You might again start something new, which will slowly take off and you will have a lot of money from it. For many, you're also going to be soon meeting like-minded people around you, where you're going to be highly thought of. There is a lot of happiness. See, there's happiness written here, and this is also happiness. There's a lot of happiness here. A distant friend could be thinking of you all through in 2025. You are otherwise also very guided spiritually, and you're protected spiritually. You're protected from harm. So when we spoke of secrets, it may harm you. Don't worry. You will be shown the way to be protected from it. Okay. And generally, as a person, if you're somebody who is seeking a bit of that external validation because you are not in the initial part of 2025 feeling very confident or very good about yourself, trust me, you have to know in 2025 you're going to be highly thought of. You're somebody that people want to follow. They love you. You are loved by people. And I do feel as if you're going to be finding your own little community in 2025. 1 second. I'm just going to pull these cards back and I'm going to pull out some more cards. Wow. I've got the card here of Death and Justice. And you know what this is telling me is 2025 is your year. You're changing the game completely. You are finally coming into your full effect. You maybe have felt like a failure. You may have gone through a very turbulent period till now. And I do feel as if that might continue in the first few months of 2025. And now it's like a rebirth is happening. And this is your era where justice will be given to. Amazing. I'm so happy for you. Wow. And I do feel a sense of that is, I do feel you will start Understanding all of this, when you will slowly start meeting your like-minded community, your people who understand you. It doesn't have to be family, it doesn't have to be the friends that you hang out with yet. You will start meeting people who would feel like home to you. Okay. Couple of other messages that we have here is never give up. Never give up. Stay motivated. Take a chance. When I hear this, there's this actor Irfan Khan in Bollywood, right? He tells Konkana Sen Sharma in this movie Life in a Metro. He says, "Take a chance, baby." I feel this is what you need to do, and I feel both this in the context of romance and also in regards to career. It's time to not be scared, little Nelly. Take the chance, take the plunge. You are protected. You are protected. Okay, you just have to keep at it. Slowly, slowly, slowly. See, so much horse energy, so much movement energy. Slowly, it will happen. And I do feel as if a mindful practice like a yoga or meditation would actually help you in centering yourself. Lastly, reflection. What I'm getting here is that, because your year would start on a slightly disturbing note, okay? Like you would like, oh, I don't like myself, I don't have confidence. You would have to do a lot of self-reflection, a lot of healing to understand who you truly are and to be understanding of your potential and your capabilities. This is also in regards to romance. Is it what you really seek where you are currently? Is it that you could be the problem? Is it that you need to have a different outlook? So, a lot of reflection and hence healing is happening. Deities that you can pray to or who are protecting you in 2025 is Ganesh and Saraswati. Again with Saraswati here, I feel as if some of you are meant for vocational art. Some of you are meant to be in the field of expression, content creation, marketing. And I think you're going to find your footing there. For many, you may even start a hobby like a singing or dancing in the year 2025, and you might start taking it very seriously and you will really enjoy it. Even if you're planning to study, I think that's something that's happening for you in 2025. So there's success in education. Your memory is going to be good. You will have an enchanting and enhanced intellectual ability and musical instruments. You might master them. Then with Ganesh here, we have all your obstacles are going to be removed. There's going to be peace, prosperity, physical and mental powers, and success in initiating new ventures. What did I say? You're starting something new. Some of you, could also be really fond of Ganpati. You might be keeping Ganpati at home every year. And I think this year might be a good year to start that off with. So, yes, that was it. Pile number one. Let me also just lastly give you a message from the book. What is it that pile number one needs to know? Okay. Negative emotions are an indication of misunderstanding. When we are gripped by negative emotions, it means that we believe what we are thinking. It is in this moment that we simply forget where our experience comes from and that our thinking is the cause of negative emotions. Instead of looking for right or wrong or good or bad in the world, look for truth. So that was it. Pile number one. Let me know if any part of it resonated, any part of it you want to claim. And I'll see you in my next reading. All the very best for your 2025. Bye. Hello, pile number two. This is your reading, your cards for 2025. If you chose this card, which is the sweet holy one, then this is your reading. It's interesting, although the card is about sweetness, there's also a little cop card here. Almost like, something has gone a bit wrong. Moving away from the cliches that, yeah, cops love donuts, but yeah. Okay, we'll not read too much into it. Now, let's come and see what does 2025 have in store for you. Two messages I want to get out of my head. First is if some of you had been trying for a baby and it was not happening, 2025 is actually when you would be getting pregnant. I know those who know tarot, maybe you can't see it anywhere here, but this was a very strong intuitive message, almost like that Or if you had been going through abortions or miscarriages, 2025 is the time when you might finally decide to have a child. Okay? Or for few of you, if you really do not want to have a child, 2025 is when you may go through certain operation or surgery to ensure that you don't have a child. Okay? That's one message. Second message, boundaries. Oh my God. Like beautifully, what you're learning in the year 2025 is you are having your boundaries strong. You're really learning to understand that, okay, how do I respect myself? How do I live a life that I truly enjoy, that I love, that I don't feel like I'm living for others? I want to live for myself. And your boundary game is going to be so strong in 2025. And I hope you know that when we have our boundaries up and strong, we tend to lose a few people because they don't like that version of ours. So be prepared for that also. But I feel it's all going to be happening for good. Your boundaries are going to be very strong in 2025. You will only take on however much you can handle and you want to handle. Okay. There might be a whole journey when it comes to boundaries in 2025. Like it may start off with understanding that too much of being is asked for you. It may lead to a little bit of chaos because when we start practicing boundaries, it takes us a little bit of while to get into that balance where not every battle is like worth fighting for. So once we understand the concept of boundaries truly, we become a little bit chaotic where we start assessing everything. Oh, is this breaking my boundary? Is this breaking my boundary? So you will go through that journey. You will understand that what is truly breaking your boundary and maybe what isn't. And that's where you would have it very strong. Because we also have the boundaries card here in the love deck, I kind of feel as if it's also in regards to your romance. Some of you could have gotten married last year. I mean, this year actually. Some of you could be getting married next year. And of course, with the new dynamic would come new challenges, right? So practicing boundary might be very, very important for you in next year. And this is something that you will learn. You will automatically learn. So that's something there. Coming to your romance and relationships, for all those who are single, I think you're going to be so ready to mingle. You're going to be attending singles mixers. You're going to be hopping on dating apps. You're going to be entertaining flirtiness wherever, however you get it. Which honestly, I'm quite proud. I love people who are open to love. So there's going to be a lot there. For those who are single, you're going to be in this journey of discovery, exploring, being open to meeting people, and like really going out in the world, putting yourself out there and finding your person. For those who are in a relationship, there's a very strong energy that I'm picking off relocation. You're moving places. You're moving something collectively. You're moving houses. You could be simply moving houses. There's something to do with movement and change, okay, when it comes to your relationship together. If you have been wanting to relocate, if you've been wanting to move to some other part of the world, have your own house, it's all happening in 2025. And it is a quick energy. It might happen very soon. Like you decide something and it happens. Yeah. For few of you, to be very frank, I think few, okay, this message is for very specific people. Don't let your negative emotions get the better of you. But if you feel that you're not in a very happy relationship and you see happy relationships around you, so you know what a happy, safe relationship feels like, and you might be like in a toxic, somewhat narcissistic, somewhat taken for granted sort of a relationship, I think you're going to be moving out of it. I think you would realize that it's not cool to allow yourself to be treated like this. Okay? It could have been a love bombing situation, or I think in 2025, you may go through few love bombing situations. People falling for you too quickly, and then you suddenly realizing that, oh my God, like, this is too quick. No, it doesn't feel right. It felt right only because it was happening quickly. I didn't have time to process, but now that I process, I don't know. I'm not really into it. So I'm also saying that. But overall, it's a very positive energy for romance. Let me also read out another other cards. Falling fast, love happens quickly, but don't lose yourself in the process. You could, in the year of 2000, oh, you could meet them while traveling. Oh, you could meet them while you're going to be on a spiritual tour. Yeah, there is a lot of energy of meeting them at a very unexpected place if you're single. Interesting. Or even if like you're looking for marriage and you're in arranged marriages, I think in the process of arranged marriage, you might literally come across them at the most unexpected time. Like, oh, I didn't even realize. Or like the moment we met for the first time, they just hit it off. So falling fast, love happens quickly. Don't lose yourself in the process. Practice boundaries. Love may challenge your boundaries. Protect them. Do not give in all of you to them. Okay. That's not why you go through the journey that you went through. Okay. So make sure that you're just be true to yourself together. Find joy in the simple pleasures of just being together. Celebrate today, celebrate the love you share with those who matter the most. I honestly feel as if, this is also something to do with the fact that when you find somebody, it would be a nice idea to discuss it with your friends, with your family, or your confidants to know if they are the right person for you or not. Okay. Destiny, the reunion with your twin flame is a destined event. Okay, guys, for those who follow me, you know how much I hate this word twin flame because it's been bastardized by internet and readers across the globe. So let me simplify it. Whoever you're meeting now in your life, this is a destined connection. You may have spent some lives together, okay? But this was just a connection which was written in your life. That doesn't always mean great, though. Like the famous astrologer K.N. Rao says that your partner or your husband or wife is often your worst enemy from one of the previous lifetimes. So, good or bad, that's a discussion for later, but this is definitely like somebody who was destined for you. And then we have trust, guard your heart. Not everyone deserves your trust. See, honestly, with this card, this card, this card, I feel as if while you're out there exploring, don't be naive, don't be silly, or don't let loneliness get better of you because of which you just entertain what comes your way. Take it slow, guard your heart, read the person, know if they're truly worth trusting or not. Know what toxicity feels like. I kind of also feel as if some of you need to kind of realize if you are probably the toxic one. Or if you just have a habit of, like, yes, but drama, that everything is fine, but I still like can have like a little drama in my life. You may need to have some chat with yourself in regards to that. Don't entertain toxicity. Don't be toxic yourself. I think your love life is going to be quite adventurous in 2025. There is something happening there which is interesting. Other thing, what I'm kind of also sensing is because this is such a mixed energy, be aware of illusions. As I said this, I literally felt like saying that be aware of feeling stuck over somebody, thinking that, it was always them. Now I will not have anybody. Don't be silly, don't be stupid, don't be naive. I feel like repeating this many times. Like, don't be silly, don't be stupid, don't be naive. Yeah, there's something there, okay? Like, wear your heart on sleeve, but don't be stupid. Don't hurt yourself in that process. So, yeah. Okay, moving on from love. That was a bit difficult. I have a feeling people in this pile are going to opt for a lot of private readings in 2025 because you would have like options left, right, center, or like thoughts about people left, right, center. You would meet somebody and very quickly you would want to be like, are they right or not? Only then I'd entertain. And yeah, I think there is some adventure happening in your love life. And it doesn't mean like just with one person. It could be like, just going through the cycle of multiple people Because now, like, I think you would decide that, oh, I really need to know what I want and I really need to have it. Yeah, I think you're going to be spending a lot of money in 2025 just on love reading. I wouldn't be surprised if you go to readers for just like asking 2 questions, 3 questions, and like there's nothing else that you want to. Or just always asking about a new person that, okay, now this person, after 2 months, there's another person. That's a bit funny also. But you know what? I always go back to sometimes this quote of this Bollywood movie, Dear Zindagi, where the therapist, Dr. Jug, says that, if you want to buy a chair, you do sit on multiple chairs, right? To try and see that which one is the most comfortable chair, which one is going to meet your objective. So why is that wrong when it comes to a life partner when you're going to be spending your life with? So honestly, I completely dig this explorative, curious, adventurous energy. Sorry. I completely dig this energy. So yeah. And honestly, I am having a lot of fun reading your love energy. It's taking me a lot back to all these little fun, cute banters that, we have grown up seeing in pop culture. Like as I carved, I literally thought of this movie, Hum Aapke Hain Kaun, where Salman and Madhuri, they kind of like cuff looking at each other. So I feel there's going to be a lot of like this cute, flirty energy off and on with like different people. Your goal, I think, just needs to be very clear. So even if you look at the card here, the eyes are set on the prize. I mean, the globe. So your just goal needs to be clear. You can, of course, hop through different experiences, but just keep the goal a little closer, which is that you want to be together with somebody. You want to celebrate that joy with somebody. You're looking for that partner who's destined for you. So, of course, be fun, have an adventurous little journey in love. Keep just the goal very clear, okay? Don't be swayed by the attention, or don't be swayed or deluded by meeting different people. Know what you're looking for, okay? Screen out properly. Now, coming on to your career, I feel there is some sort of a hack that you're going to be coming across in your career. Oh, you know what I thought of? I thought of Chat GPT. I thought of these AI tools. Like, a lot of the people now, they're able to finish up their work quite quickly because of AI. And in fact, companies are encouraging it. They are making these entire AI related tools that can help the workforce speed up their work. I do feel as if you are going to be coming across some hack like that in your career, or there's something to do with, you're going to be like hacking something in your career, okay? It's interesting. Prince of Swords and Knight of Swords. Yeah, you're going to be hacking something in your career. Because of which there would be more speed now. There would be speed, there would be things happening. I'm getting also very like, this pile is making me feel very like, oh, there's so much happening in my life. I don't have time for so many things, but oh, it's so exciting. Like I'm feeling like too excited. I'm like, oh yeah, now another new experience, now another new experience. Wow, you guys have some interesting energy in 2025. Okay, so you're going to be hacking into something when it comes to your career, and it's going to work out. It's going to be good. The shortcut that you're taking, it's going to be good. Other thing that I'm getting here is some of you are planning to study something. You could be from the IT domain. You could be from project management, could be working in companies like, like Microsoft, JP Morgan. And there's something that you're learning there, okay, which might contribute more to your career. There's one little advice here. Do not try and exploit any loophole that you may be aware of. There's something about exploiting a loophole that you will get to hear in 2025. And as I'm saying this, you can't see me in the frame, but I'm kind of hovering my hand over my belly. Like when you're trying to calm the anxiety within you, and suddenly it got a bit anxious here. And of course, this is a predictive message. You would not even know of it right now because some of these things would start making sense through the year. You might come across some sort of a loophole, when it comes to your career. Let me give an example quickly just to simplify this. Okay, suppose you're a baker and you may realize, oh, everybody is, buying these 1 kg packs of Pillsbury and that's how they are just selling cakes or whatever, okay? And while doing that, you still keep your prices very exorbitant, or you lie about the fact that it's completely, my base, it's my little mix. I think something like that would not work out well. Basically, what you're being told is if there's a hack, which is a fair, ethical hack, then it's good. But if it's a loophole that you're trying to exploit, I think it'll not go very well. Or like suppose you're a baker and instead of making ganache from real chocolate, maybe you're using like compound, but you're selling or charging the cost for a real chocolate. I don't think it's gonna work out. So do not exploit loopholes. You may get something, you may get to hear of something like that also in the year of 2025, and you may get tempted. Don't do that. Yeah, don't do that. I want to get clarity later for this card, which I will. I do feel as if a lot of you have been, sorry, some of you who are married, they may have gone through a miscarriage earlier. They may have been trying for IVF, trying to have a baby, and it may not be working out for them. I think in 2025, if you decide to have a child, you're going to have a child. If you decide that you do not want a child, and like that is what it is, you will not, you will be successful in that also, in ensuring that you don't become a parent. I feel some people in this pile are kind of going to decide to be a single parent in 2025. Or like there's something to do with like, single parent doesn't necessarily have to mean that you have like broken up from your partner, but it may be that life is happening in a manner where you may decide to be, you may have to take on more responsibility of being a parent. So, yeah, for all those who are with child, be a little bit careful. Your child may fall sick quite a lot in 2025. You may have to devote good time to them. Your child may start expressing a lot of needs in 2025, and you may have to understand their needs. Yeah, I'll get clarity on this later. Coming on to your career is getting great. The effort that you will put in, it will start showing results. So your career is going to be fabulous in 2025. Things will pick up pace, things will pick up speed, new avenues are going to open up for you. You will figure way of like speeding up things, doing things right. You will have the kind of finances that you need. It's going to be wonderful in 2025. I feel the hard work that you do, you would now reap rewards in 2025. However much work you put in, you are going to see it coming back to you. The effort is going to be rewarded. So you're going to feel very fair when it comes to your career in 2025. But this is not to say that, there's not going to be overall pain in the year in 2025. There would be moments, when you would require a lot of courage. And this is not just for career. I just feel overall, there might be like few of these moments and phases where you would have to just power through that. Oh, this is like an obstacle or a little setback that has happened and I need to power through this. You would need to do a lot of that in 2025. Yeah. Be prepared for having bit of moments of pain, setbacks, and you would have to work around it with your courage. Okay? 9. Wow. The next year is also 9. These cards are also 9. It's a year of completion. Something is getting completed. Let me just pull a clarity for this right now. Okay, so I asked the cards. I honestly feel you're not supposed to know what is this cruelty and this fortitude, and I'm gonna respect the cards telling me that. But oh, sorry, I broke my own boundaries and I could not respect it. So I pulled out other two cards. I think it's something to do with stability and romance and relationships. Or house. Oh, interesting. I just spotted you're going to be moving into a new house. But there could be like a legal case or something when it comes to a house, and I think you're going to be winning it. Okay, let's simplify. There is something going to be, there's something about a setback, something not working out, or something that is going to be a bit of a challenging situation. You're not supposed to know about it, but it will happen. And let's just take this message. You will have to power through that. Okay. You will have to move through that. All right. And I'm going to rest it out here. Now, this message is done from my side. Let's see some other messages that you have. You have the labyrinth journey. Yeah, I do feel as if your entire 2025 is just going to be about a journey of multiple things in romance, in career, and you are really going to be ending it on a high note. I also feel, oh, I forgot to read the star. This is like the overall environment and energy. I feel as if you're going to be be able to save in the month of 2020. Sorry, in the year of 2025. Sorry, I don't know why the camera got a little blurry. I feel it's so weird. No? Sometimes I don't even know if I'm supposed to pick these things as little signs in the reading or not. But right now, if you're feeling blurry in life, I feel by the end of 2025, you would have a lot of clarity. Okay. And I also feel as if by the end of 2025, the boundaries that we are talking about, there would be like this whole completion of you understanding what part of you are you not supposed to give to others, how you're supposed to conduct yourself. I also feel you're going to be someone who has created wealth for yourself by the end of 2025. You would be satisfied with where you are. Okay. What deities you need to focus on or could be protecting you in the year of 2025? With this here, there's a temple in Bangalore. I forget the name. If I find it, I'll put it in the comments below. I think you need to visit that temple in the year 2025. And some of you could be strong bhakts of Shiv or could be like bhakts of the Nags. Let's just read what it says. Patience and fortitude. Oh my God, fortitude, fortitude. Okay, clearly. Difficult situations in 2025 and you will power through. Ability to serve with humility, have physical and mental strength, ability to adjust to various circumstances. Okay. With the labyrinth, what we kind of see here is that it's going to be kind of like up and down, moving in around and round, and that's okay. That's okay. Now we have Indra. Then this says physical virility, wealth and success, heroism and leadership, security in times of aggression. I think this is what you would need to kind of like, practice. When I say power through, it's like, no matter how cloudy or how stormy it gets, you get through it and you will. And that's why I feel there's something that you're not supposed to know, but it'll work out. Some of you, you could have been newly married or you could have been married like as you're watching this reading and you will kind of like realize that it's not always a bed of roses. Relationships come with its own challenges and you will like take time to adjust, I think, in the first year, but it'll be good. Okay. Then we have anchor and stability. I do feel you're getting stable in the year 2025. You are getting stable. Okay. So if this has been like a concern, you can move past it. Bees, community, you're going to be finding your own little community. You might drink actually a lot of coffee in 2025, or you might get into a habit of like exploring different coffees. There's also something to do with unexpected income here. I'm going to put it here. I do feel you're going to be creating your own wealth. You may be able to buy a house in 2025, or if there is some dispute going on in regards to a house, you would have access to the house. Okay. Some of you could actually get into this journey of discovering like different coffee, roasts, etc., etc. in 2025. I think you're going to have a lot of fun with it. There is something about comfort here, okay, which I'm not able to pinpoint exactly. But let's just say that, you're going to find few people who would understand the nonsense that you're going through in mid parts of the year or in few parts of the year and how you power through that. You would have somebody who would be there to comfort you always. Then we have globe, which says possibility. In romance, I've explained it enough. I do feel it might also be related to your career or generally thinking if it's time to move to a new country, new place when it comes to your career. How do you widen up? What are the different possibilities in the world? For some, it could be also about wanting to explore something new in your career. Let me just see. Generally, there's a lot of 9 energy in the cards. I don't know what. Oh, if somebody is fighting the battle for a child, you might get the custody of the child. Or if somebody is fighting any sort of legal case, I think that's going to happen. I mean, you're going to win. Okay. Then we have fair man, which is dealings or relationships with a man that is blonde or gray with white hair. We have not unsuccessful plans. Arrow, you are on the right path, some aspect of your life. Hand, in need of help and assistance and guidance. I think you will always be given assistance and guidance as and when you desire it. There would be people in your life who would be there to comfort you. Target, you're going to be a goal-oriented person. We have ear, which is good news. I do feel there are going to be good news through the ear as well. Then we have chair empty. Someone is leaving your life. I don't know what this is. It does seem like a slightly grief-struck message, a sorrowful message. This could literally be like somebody leaving for their heavenly abode. I would like not to expand much on it. Overall, when your year ends, you would feel like the emperor. This really wise, practical person who has endured things, who has understood the wisdom and who knows how to carry forward their life. And if you look at the emperor, the emperor comes from riches. The emperor comes from handling responsibilities, knowing how to manage their wealth, the whole shebang, right? So I think you're going to be like really in your powerful state by the end of 2025. So yes, that was it. Pile number 2. Let me know if any part of it you would want to come true. Oh, wait 1 second. I forgot to read. Here's your message from this book. Okay, I'm taking this. Here's an analogy that helps put into perspective. On a piano, there are 88 keys. When we look at a piano, we don't point out specific keys for no reason. Hey, that key is wrong. We only think a specific key is wrong if we think someone is playing a specific song and it hits a key that isn't in the song. So inherently, piano has no wrong keys. There are only keys and notes that sound more or less pleasant when played consecutively. Just like there are no wrong keys on piano, there are no wrong decisions in life. There's only thinking that gives us pleasant or not so pleasant feelings. When we put things into a bucket of right or wrong, good or bad, it creates duality and conditions in our lives, which determines how we feel. What is this chapter? Nothing is either good or bad. Okay, cool. I think maybe this is just in regards to that in the year of 2025, you will maybe understand that, life is not actually about good or bad. It's just about doing things that feel right to you. And this is where I feel, your boundary game is going to be strong. Oh, should I be entertaining my husband's parents all the time? Yes, that is a good thing to do. But does it feel right to me? Maybe no. Should I be entertaining certain friends? Should I be giving into, should I be giving into the demands of my boss? The good thing to do is this, but is it the right thing for me? I think you would understand that. Okay. So that was it now. Pile number 2. See you next time. Bye. Hi. Pile number 3. If you chose this card, which is the Queen of Drinks, then this is your reading. Such a cute little card. And I do feel like in the year of 2025, you're going to be in your main character era. You are going to be a queen. You're going to have a wonderful, happy, joyful life. You're going to feel drunk on life, literally. Like it's going to be happy. It's going to be joyful. You will feel high on life. We also have the card Magician here as a theme for your year 2025. And while, of course, I'll break down each of these cards individually, but I don't know if you know, the Magician is one of the most fabulous cards that you can get in a reading. And with the Magician card here, what I feel is, I actually feel as if a lot of your wishes are coming true in 2025. I feel you're reaching to your full potential. You're achieving your career goals. You're achieving your personal goals. You're achieving goals when it comes to romance, relationships, and the kind of dynamism and wholesomeness that you want in your life. I think that's happening for you in 2025. I'm also hearing something about manifestation, dreams coming true. It's like, you are manifesting not just by doing some ritual, but by being out there and achieving what you have to. You are in oneness with universe in 2025. I feel you're going to also grow spiritually quite a lot. If you have been in a scarcity mindset up until now, some of you who are watching this, you could be a number 7, or you numerologically, your date of birth, just the first 2 alphabets, the date on which you're born, could be a number 7, it could be 8, it could be 3. And I feel as if, if you always had a scarcity mindset when it comes to you, if you were insecure, if you were not very happy with who you are, with where your life is, if you always felt unfulfilled, I think in 2025, all those feelings are going to go away. Like, this feeling of being in poverty, of either romance or money or like life, joy. I think you're closing this chapter. In fact, I feel you're closing this chapter so much so that I'm simply going to turn it around. We don't read that card anymore. Then I do feel as if, up until now, there might have been like, many setbacks in your life. You might have had moments, where you were cheated upon, where you were betrayed, where things did not go the right way for you, where people have not been like good to you, where life has not been good to you. It has not been fair to you. And I think now you are again overcoming all of that in this year. Even if there's a little bit of healing, if there's a little bit of like integrating all those lessons and looking at life from a renewed lens, you are doing all of that. You're definitely healing in 2025 from all the past hurt and betrayal. And this is not to say that nothing will happen right now. There are a few cards here which are saying that, you might have to deal constantly with a very stubborn or an aggressive person. There might be few setbacks, but you will not let it impact you the way you do, or you would see them from a mile away. And you would know that, okay, with this person, I'm always going to have this sort of a problem. So I'd better safeguard myself and run and move away from the situation instead of creating that hurt or betrayal situation again. Honestly, your cards are too beautiful. I'm feeling extremely joyful and happy looking at all the cards. But let's start from the top. How is it going to be personally for you, your mental energies, your emotional energies? Balance. Learning to balance, I should say. Learning to balance your career with your personal life. Learning work to home balance. Learning to balance your emotions with practicality. Balance, balance, balance. That's all I'm hearing. And I think, predictively speaking, 2025 would be a year that will teach you how to balance. And I'm kind of going back to, I think, what I told pile number 1. And I think you may have been slightly attracted to pile number 1 as well. You would not do things based on mood in 2025. You would do things based on what needs to be done. So you're going to be moving past this idea of, oh, if I'm not in the mood, maybe I should not. Or I don't know, I let the mind get better of me. None of that is going to be your story. You're going to be balancing your mind with practically what needs to be done. So I feel balance is going to be immense for you in 2025. There might also be many short distance travels for you in 2025, which would feel very rejuvenating to you. I also see spiritual travels for many of you. Yeah. Yeah. I feel as if you're going to be taking something big from each travel that you have in 2025. Like, even if it's just a 4-day travel, a random thought on that travel might just put you in the state of, wow, I have a new way to look at life. I have a new way to look at this thing. It's going to be quite interesting, quite wonderful, actually. Okay. How will your romantic life or your personal relationships be in 2025? Honestly, wonderful. I mean, 10 of Cups is the best card that one can have. And let me introduce you to more cards that we have here. We have Lovers, okay, from the other deck. We have Diamond. You will be receiving a gift or a precious You will be receiving or giving a precious gift. Then we also have fan, which is romance celebration party. I think in 2025, your personal life is going to be absolutely gorgeous. If you're married, your relationship is going to strengthen and deepen so much with your partner that you would literally feel so loved, so pampered, and so lucky. There might also be some sort of short distance between you and your partner in 2025. It might be that, for work, they might have to travel a lot, move places quite a lot. That is something that I'm kind of foreseeing. For all those who are single, I think you're going to have a better relationship with your family also. Like before I give you the message for love, I think you're going to have a wonderful relationship with your family. For all those who are in a complicated relationship, again, better relations with your family as well. But overall, singles, complicated relationships, or seeing somebody, for all of you, I feel 2025 is your year when it comes to love and romance. If somebody is in a very short, casual relationship and you kind of like already know that this is not something that is going to go anywhere in terms of commitment, that is the only heartbreak I see here. The other thing that I kind of see here is there might be like this energy of you being stuck on somebody for long and then finally a mirage breaking that, oh, it's never happening. So that mirage would break. But let me read out other cards. You will meet a new love or interest at a party or a night out. Someone you wished for is coming into your life. This is not a specific person. This is the traits that you seek in your person. A specific person is not coming in your life. There's a heartbreak. But the traits that you seek in your partner, that's happening for you. Long distance, I think some of you are going to be in a long distance relationship. Even for those who are married, this is a possibility. Dreams, look to your dreams. They hold all the answers you seek. I think some of you could be seers. You could be having premonitions. You could preempt things in your life. Your intuition might be very strong. And with the magician here, I would not even have a doubt. Your intuition might be very, very strong in 2025. So your dreams would also guide you a lot towards people in your life. Falling fast, you may fall very quickly in love with this person, or you may just feel that, wow, like we just match, we just meet with each other. Like, wow, like I can't help falling in love with them. I know it's soon, but there's something in me that's just telling me that, okay, this is it, this is it, this is it. And keep the passion of flame alive. It's the heartbeat of love. I think your partner is really going to be a lot into PDA also. Even if like you are already in a marriage, I think you're going to have a very steamy physical life, physical intimacy life in 2025. And this is something that you should also aim for, you and your partner. So I feel like, wow, 2025 is your year when it comes to love. If you're able to move past this little heartbreak. For some, I feel this heartbreak is also basically just the immense feeling of loneliness that, oh God, I've been lonely for too long. I don't even know, will I be able to love again? Yes, you will. There's so much energy here. Just be positive. Just keep at it. Okay? Now, coming to your career, what I'm seeing is there is something renewed again when it comes to your love for your career, your love for your ambition, your passion when it comes to work is being renewed. And I think you might also come across something that might be very interesting. Like you might discover something new which might be of severe interest to you and you might start pursuing it. And I think you're going to be fabulous when it comes to your career also. There would be a lot of money. There would be a lot of wealth. There would be a lot of fulfillment when it comes to your career. One little message here is it might feel slow in terms of growth. It might feel like things are moving slowly, which is fine. That is not something that you have to worry about. Although one thing you might have to prepare yourself in 2025 is that, with ambition, with having a well-rounded emotional life with other people, there comes a sense of loss of freedom, okay? Because you're tied by your work, you're tied by these relationships, and that's okay. I go back to sometimes this quote of Eat, Pray, Love, where in Bali, she's told in the end when she starts feeling as if she's losing balance of her life, that to love is to lose balance. So that's okay. Okay. So between your personal life and between your work, you may sometimes feel you're losing balance. oh shit, am I not getting the freedom that I'm habitual of? It's okay. That's a small payoff for otherwise the loneliness that you want to fill, for the dreams that you want to build for yourself. Okay? Um, with the Fool card here, I'm not gonna lie. Honestly, when I first saw this card, it kind of felt like suicide. It felt like, there must have been a point in your life and you may have had like very dark thoughts. You may have dealt with depression. You may have had like slightly suicidal-ish thoughts, or you may have known someone in your life who may have done something like this. And I'm very, very, very sorry to hear that. My deepest empathy right now for you. But I do feel as if you have seen something very dark in your life, or you have yourself dealt with very dark thoughts in your life. But just so you know, you're healing completely from that. There is joy coming in your life. You're moving away. Or maybe you're simply finding closure and answers to why the person did what they did. Or you're healing yourself within you. You're not dealing with those dark thoughts anymore. Some of you could actually bring a new pet, like in your home this year. You may just start doing things that involves more for animal welfare. I think you're going to do things for animal welfare, this year onwards. Taking the leap of faith is a strong energy in the cards. And this leap of faith, may also be in situations where you might have to sometimes stand up for other people. 1 minute. Yeah, I think you'll have to stand up for other people in 2025. And you will have to bring a little bit of balance. Now, I don't know where this is coming from, like, oh, okay. Like one good example would be if you just newly got married, you might have to maybe stand up for your wife. You might have to stand up for your husband. I'm seeing something like that. If you're starting to date someone, you may have to like understand how is it that you can support them, stand up for them, be there for them. So I think you're going to have to be this person who knows how to be there for other people, and how to bring that balance in someone's life. So that is a strong message. This might also very well be for yourself. You have to learn and understand that how it is that you can be very honest and sincere to yourself. You get what you deserve. Okay. I do feel you're coming into some strong power in 2025. Like, it's like I'm hearing this word world domination, global domination. There is something happening when it comes to work expansion, or you feeling more powerful, you're feeling more accomplished in 2025. And there would be few things that you feel like, oh, I need to take this leap of faith. You would take that leap of faith, you would be protected, and you would feel powerful. Okay. I also feel you're getting more smarter in 2025. Each time you spot like a red flag or you see that things are going to go bad, you know when not to entertain it or how to pivot from it. Okay. So I feel like you're going to be in good space in 2025. Few other messages that we have here is coins, good luck. Luck is shining on you. Because of the magician card, we know that luck is shining on you in 2025. We have ancestry, tree, and we have yield, patience. Okay. Patience is something you would have to keep in 2025, because what I'm sensing here is that, see, even in this card, we have this tiny little snail, right? Slow. It's slow. And that's why you need to be patient. Things are going to progress slowly for you. I think even in your romantic relationship, things will slowly start developing into this period of stability. Single, married, doesn't matter. Take the message however it resonates. Now, with the tree or the ancestry card here, I do feel as if there has been some sort of, I'm figuring the right words to say it, some sort of ancestral effect that had been impacting your life up until now. In Hinduism, we have this concept of Pitrudosh. I don't mean that. I don't mean it astrologically. I mean like in some sort of like karmic debt. There might be like an ancestral karmic debt also that, up until now you were kind of paying it without realizing. It could be the one that's impacting your career or your personal relationships. I think you're breaking away from that. 2025 is where major of your karmic debt, especially the one that is coming from your ancestors, is also being paid off. Many of you are getting to better your relations with your family for sure. And few in this pile are actually breaking the generational curse. I'll bring back this card here. If you might be like the first person in your family to get rich, you might be literally the first person in your family to actually have a very happy, joyful, successful relationship. So there is some sort of generational curse that you're breaking. It could be simply the mindset or thinking. So congratulations, pile number 3. And yeah, already told you about healed. Okay, forgot to read this. Overall, the environment and overall the external energies for 2025 feel very helpful. You're going to have a lot of support from people around you. You're going to have a lot of people who will be happy to help you, who would be there to lend you support, who would be there to guide you. Okay? Make sure that you're mindful when you're taking their help. You might also have to help a lot of people in 2025 because of, reading this card. You might have to really be there for a few people in 2025. Make sure you're doing so smartly, though you're not letting anybody con you. Okay? Be smart about it. Don't let somebody take advantage of you. Now, what deities could be protecting you or you might have to go to in 2025? We know Brahma is not really a deity, but with this coming up here, I kind of feel as if your life is coming to a full circle in 2025. All that you have endured up until now, till these years, now it will start making sense in 2025. I think 25 is going to be the year when you go like, oh, it makes sense, oh, it makes sense, oh, it makes sense. So instills creativity, overcoming infertility, happiness in this world, aids in the learning process. I think you're really understanding how universe, life, everything functions because you're so in alignment. The whole knowledge of Brahman and understanding how every little thing is frequency and it aligns, I think you're really getting that wisdom in 2025 and you're practicing it. It's not just that you've understood it, you're practicing it. Okay. Now with Ardhaneshwar. Wow, love it. And see, today I'm also wearing an Nandi ring. We have felicity to in married life, raising the Kundalini energy, transcendental knowledge of universal oneness, ability to harmonize opposing viewpoints or forces. See, universal oneness I've already spoken about, but with this card, I actually feel that, married, single, however, your love life is blooming and you're finding like the right person in 2020. And for those who do not find the right person, okay, and you kind of feel I'm not yet open for it, I think you're slowly moving into truly understanding your feminine or your masculine side. Like you will understand yourself better and that will help you. Because see, 1 year is not the end of everything, right? So I do feel as if those who are coming into union, it's literally the energy of Shiv Parvati. So beautiful, guys. And for those who are already in a relationship, it's like you both as partners are really supporting each other. And for many who are still going through a bit of a journey where they're unsure if like love will happen and they kind of feel like, okay, maybe not immediately, I'm not ready for it. It's okay, you're healing. You're realizing you're healing your masculine wounds and you're healing your feminine wounds. You're first practicing oneness with God, and that's okay too. At the right time, the right things will happen. Okay. Now, a few other messages that we have here is Diamond, you'll be receiving a gift. You'll be giving or receiving a precious gift. I keep going to receiving. Take care or there'll be a loss of material wealth. I don't know what that is. Maybe just like taking this card, I would say there might be like somebody who's trying to maybe sabotage you. You have a lot of wisdom. So make sure that you see it from a mile away and you protect yourself. So protect yourself from things that do not feel right to you, okay? Then we have romance celebration party. We have recognition and reward for merit. I do feel as if recognition, reward are definitely going to be your themes in 2025. Look at this Queen of Drinks also, it's like literally out there being like, hey, I'm the queen. So yeah, I feel as if there's a lot of power, recognition, acknowledgement for all that you have done. Some of you could be taking a short journey. This could be, okay, even for the long distance relationship, it could be that, through the year, you're traveling like for shorter periods every now and then to meet your partner. October could be a very important month for you. Even this year, till 2024, things may have started changing for you from October. Something could have happened in October, like, maybe you learned somebody's betrayal or you processed somebody's betrayal, and that may have given you a very renewed perspective on life. Bull, do not back down from opposition. Show strength and fortitude. Show courage. Control your anger or you will be sorry. That's lightning. Hard work ahead. Yes, we already see that enough in the cards. Ram, a stubborn or aggressive person. Is somebody Aries in this spine? Or you could be dealing with an Aries and you may have to figure a way of how to handle them. Yeah. But generally, the stubborn and aggressive person could also be like somebody who is telling on themselves that they're not going to be easy. And this is where, maybe you are being told that if you spot something that's not in alignment with you, it's okay to first choose yourself. All right. Then we have wine, seek out information that will help you, and mule. Someone is extremely stubborn and unwilling to change. You may be dealing with a lot of stubborn energy in 2025, for all those who are going to be doing something for the society, for the world, like you're going to be standing up for other people. It might be that you're aiming for a very big change and that is going to take its own time. Okay. But overall, these are very beautiful cards, very good energy for 2025. I feel like there's going to be a lot of growth, a lot of wish fulfillment, a lot of things happening for you in the right manner, from romance to career to growth. So all the very best, pile number 3. Let me just give you the message from this book now. Okay, I'm going to read this. What's paradoxical? Like everything in the duality of life, when we create something without conditions or reasons, we actually feel all of the positive feelings we want. Unconditional creation is creating something without it being for another purpose, to create just because we want to create it. It's not just for money, fame, love, or anything else. We create it simply because we want to create it. That is abundance. Just want to read one passage from here also. This is why we always feel like you're chasing, grinding, hustling, trying, feeling constantly stressed and overwhelmed. Even after we accomplish our goal, we'll only enjoy it for a few seconds and then we are off to another goal. Because you have to chase, because we never actually got what we are looking for. What we are ultimately looking for are feelings. We want more money to get a sense of security and peace. We want to spend time with our family because it makes us feel loved and joyful. We want to do what we love because it gives us a sense of fulfillment. So ultimately, these are the feelings we are trying to get, but we keep on thinking of those feelings as goals and objectives. Interesting. This is something maybe you needed to hear. That all through 2025, it's not the goal you're trying to achieve. You want to tap into the feelings of feeling loved, your wishes coming true, feeling power, acknowledgement, feeling lucky, feeling like you're broken away from the ancestral curses, feeling that you've developed more patience in yourself. So yeah, that was it. Pile number 3. Let me know how it resonated and any part of it you wish should come true. Please claim it in the comments below. I'll see you in your next reading. Bye.